Hello, my name's Officer Gil.
Hi, my name is Stephanie. How are you?
Nice to meet you. I'm doing good too. So, how's your day so far?
It's going pretty good. I'm liking the weather.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's getting pretty hot, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you ready for summer?
Yeah, I kind of want to go to the beach. That's the part I enjoy most about the summer.
Oh, well, that's good. It's always good to kind of cool down from the semester and all that, especially while we're kind of in finals week. It could get pretty stressful. How do you feel about your finals?
So far so good. I feel like I'm doing pretty decent this semester, being online. Having to do the face-on-face. But yeah, I'm just struggling a little bit with one of my FBS classes. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good.
Oh, that's good. Are you a full-time student or part-time?
No, I am actually a full-time student. Yes.
Wow. How many units are you taking?
I'm taking 15.
15? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. It must be difficult, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Are you taking like any side jobs currently, or?
Yeah, I actually have 2 jobs, so I kind of like balance both work and also a full-time student.
All right. So, how do you usually manage when it comes to like studying and like doing all these exams? Do you mind like sharing a few studying methods that you use?
Yeah, so usually I like to study alone, so I usually use flashcards like for important stuff. So I basically go over my flashcards. If not, then I'll just basically read the articles or whatever the assignment is. I'll review it and then just take good notes for the exam.
All right. And so the reason why you're here, the reason why we brought you in today is because Dr. K had a few suspicions about a few students. This happened Tuesday. She had office hours, and you were one of the students, and Cameron, I believe, was one. And so I already interrogated him, but now it's your turn. And I just wanted to know, what you guys did in there, if your questions were answered. Did you see anything out of the ordinary? The answer sheet was missing, the answer key for the exam. So that's why you're here. So saying that, to help you out with like the process, I'm gonna explain to you like the rule we usually use. It's the 80-20 rule. I do 20% of the talking and you do 80% of the talking. So I'm gonna be asking you questions, and while I do that, I would really appreciate if you could answer the questions as truthfully as possible and try not to guess. Try to be as factual as you can. And if you need time to answer a question, you could have all the time. There's no rush. And so, with that said, could you tell me a little bit of how you met Cameron?
Yeah, so Cameron is one of classmates that I have in the FPS 157. So he told me a little bit about his struggles during the first exam that we took. We both bombed it, so I felt like both me and him were very like beneficial to one another, just studying together instead of doing it alone. I felt like that was a pretty useful method, and it kind of helped. So I'm really hoping that I passed the midterm.
Oh, okay. So, do you know anything about him, like his studying methods? Is he sketchy? Would he do anything maybe to cheat, possibly?
Not really. He's a pretty shy guy, so I don't think he would do anything to cheat.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So, with that said, tell me how you guys went to the office hours. Did you guys meet up, or was he already there?
Yeah, so after class, Dr. K has her office hours. So class is usually over like around 11:45. So her office hours start at 12. Me and Cameron both decided to just go to her office together since we both had questions regarding the syllabus. So we're like, why not, take the time to both go in there and ask questions instead of splitting the meeting to 2. So yeah, we both went in there, but while we were in there, we did notice there was a student prior to us getting there. So yeah, I guess Maya was in there asking questions again. Then, but yeah, that's about it.
Okay. So, could you tell me a little bit more of what happened? While you and Cameron were in the office. Did I remember Dr. K had to step out. Could you tell me anything, like something specific when she stepped out of what you guys were doing?
Yeah, so both me and him, believe he was just going through his schedule of, how he was doing in his classes and whatnot. But I was in Facebook, using the social media and stuff. After that, he stepped out because basically his questions were already answered by Dr. K, and I was still waiting for her to come back to answer mine. But yeah, I was just up there for a few minutes, and then she never came back, so I just decided to just go through my day. But yeah, I was just there on my phone.
Do you remember doing anything else besides being on your phone?
Yeah, I actually do. So I kind of stood up because the chair can get pretty uncomfortable if you're there for a few minutes.
Yeah.
So I stood up there, kind of stretched. I did notice some pictures around her desk. They were pretty cool. They were actually some dogs. So I really like dogs. So I kind of was just being a little snoopy around and touching her stuff. So yeah.
Okay. Do you, by any chance, do you remember exactly where you touched the things at? Like, was it her desk, her filing cabinet, the wall?
Yeah, so she had a lot of pictures, so I kind of got distracted. First, it was her desk. Since I was near her desk, I kind of touched the pictures near her desk, and then I did go towards the filing cabinet because she had pictures of herself and her family, her dogs, So I did grab a few pictures from there, but put them back. Hopefully, that doesn't get me in trouble for anything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're fine. So, do you remember or do you recall seeing any filing cabinet open at the time?
You know what? I don't think Dr. K noticed, but her bottom filing cabinet was open. However, I just did not touch that. I felt like that was kind of weird, but I don't know.
Okay, because the reason why I'm asking you this is because we find it very suspicious how your fingerprints were specifically on that bottom filing cabinet. And, I don't know if you have any explanation for that, or do you remember something else that you maybe forgot to mention?
Yeah, so I did forget to mention, like, when I went inside her office, I don't know, she probably didn't notice that her bottom filing cabinet was open, but I closed it. So maybe perhaps that could have been why my fingerprints weren't there.
So you took it upon yourself to close it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so I think that will wrap up Actually, I have one more question. So, afterwards, when you left her office, did you and Cameron do anything else?
Yeah, so we actually went to the student center, and we're just there for a few minutes, just discussing what Dr. K spoke to us, since I really didn't get enough information regarding my questions. So we did actually leave after that. We went home, and after that we talked over the phone, trying to, study for the study guide, reviewing answers and sharing answers about the study guide and what he got and what I got. So we kind of were going back and forth.
Okay, so Cameron did mention you guys shared answers. So do you know specifically what he was talking about?
Yeah, of course, of the study guide. So we shared answers of the study guide.
Okay, so maybe that would explain why your test answers were kind of similar then.
Yes, yeah, because we both studied together.
All right, well, that'll conclude the interrogation. I will want to, go over a few points. So you did mention you and Cameron, you reached out to Cameron to, you needed you needed a bit more support, and both of you bombed the exam last time, so you thought you two pairing up together would be a better option. And then you guys did go together. Cameron then left the office, and you stayed, and you were looking at Dr. K's pictures, right?
Mm-hmm, correct.
And you took it upon yourself to close her filing cabinet as well. So that explains why your fingerprints were right there, right?
Yes.
All right. So with that said, I'll leave you my business card. Here you go.
Thank
So
you.
if you have any other questions or if you remember anything else, just give me a call. Feel free to give me a call. And I will be continuing this investigation. So I will reach out back to you within a week and keep you updated on what's going on, and that'll be it. So thank you for everything, and you have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too.